Carolyn, and I'm sitting over here at Cable Channel 3. I'm sitting in for Jim Lakey. He's our intrepid leader. And we are serving the St. John and the Maxville area. And you can see us anytime during the day, 24/7. We're up on YouTube. You can see us at sandylandcenter.org. And we're located over here at the south side of the square, where every Monday through Friday you can come and visit us from 9 until 12. We have welcoming voices and always a nice warm cup of coffee, which I'm sipping this morning just to try to keep warm. And it's usually good coffee, so do come and join us. Well, today is Monday the 20th of April, and we'd like to give you an update on the weather. And it says, the headline says, cool down to invade the Midwest and the Northeast this week. This is the headline at the AccuWeather this morning. After the above average temperatures of the last few days, a complete reversal in the weather is the pattern for this week. And that will go on for quite some time. The jet stream is a fast river of air at about the same level where airplanes fly. And that jet stream is what marks the difference between the chilly air to its north and the rather warm air to its south. And every time that jet stream moves around, it affects what we see here at the surface level. So what's happening right now, the jet stream is dipping downwards, and this will send waves of cool air from the Midwest to the Northeast, bringing periods of rain, severe thunderstorms, large hail, and even tornadoes. This pattern, which is likely to linger through the first part of May, could also bring a round of frost or two. And certainly we have seen our share right here in St. John with the hailstorms. And after Saturday's hail and a welcome rainfall of about 45 inches, this morning temperature dipped down to about 34 degrees. But right now in the square it is right at 57. And for today, Monday, it will be mostly sunny with a high at 64, with a wind coming from the northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And the humidity during the day will be right at 33%. Tonight it will be cloudy and a chance of rain later on, and that will bring the low down to about 40 degrees with the winds west-southwesterly at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we should see some clouds in the morning, and that will give way to sunny skies in the afternoon, and a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. We could expect a high of 72 with the winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, and they will be coming in from the west, which they are really doing right now, and we could see a humidity of up to about 45%. And tomorrow night, Tuesday, it could be cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Thunderstorm is possible with the wind east-northeasterly at 10 to 15 miles per hour and a low of 44 degrees. And Wednesday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 64, the winds coming in from the east and a humidity of 48. And Wednesday night, it will be partly low with the temperature at 44 degrees under cloudy skies, humidity of 38% and the wind easterly at 30 miles per hour. And for the weekend, look out for the weekend because we have quite some changes. Friday, for instance, we have an 80% chance of rain and thunderstorms with a high of about 71 and the low near 45 degrees at night with the wind east-northeasterly shifting to west-northwest and a 60% chance of rain on Friday night. Saturday, the skies will be cloudy early, followed by partial clearing with a high of 6 to 7, and the evening, clear during the evening with a few showers during the night and a 30% chance of rain, and a low at 44 degrees Fahrenheit. And on Sunday, it will be cloudy with 50% chance of rain showers, a high of 72, and the wind southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And Sunday night, it will be partly cloudy with a low of 47 and a 20% chance of rain. So right throughout the weekend, starting from Friday, right through Sunday, we could expect to see some rain. And I have several unusual healthy discoveries for you today. A recent edition of the Bottom Line Health reported some unusual health discoveries that could help us. One of this is the hibiscus leaf. It can fight melanoma. The hibiscus is a common ingredient in African soups and sauces, and the hibiscus contains antioxidants and polyphenols that may eliminate melanoma cells without harming the cells that are nearby, the good cells that are nearby in the tumor. So hibiscus leaves, and you certainly can get that as a tea. Another unusual occurrence, autism and antibiotics. There seems to be a link between autism and antibiotics, and a lot of young people these days suffer with that. Some children with autism show a dramatic improvement after taking antibiotics. They also appear to have less diverse intestinal flora than other children. So that might be something you want to consider if you know somebody who suffers with that. Peanuts. This popular legume appears to have probiotic-like effects that stifles the growth of salmonella and other harmful organisms in the intestines. So peanuts, especially the raw peanuts, if you are not allergic to them, could be of some use there. And there's a new finger test for men. A recent research found that men with a small index to ring finger ratio tend to smile, they tend to listen, and compromise more with the women in their life. The theory is that finger length is determined by testosterone levels in the womb, which also helps to determine one's personality. Have you ever wondered what is the purpose of eyelashes? What purpose do they serve? A new discovery shows that in mammals, eyelashes are consistently about 1/3 as long as the width of the eye. And this is optimal, this is the best length for reducing evaporation and keeping the eyes moist. And interesting finding also between Alzheimer's and ultrasound. Mice with Alzheimer's that were treated with ultrasound did better in memory tests, and ultrasound appears to reduce the plaque that is found in people with Alzheimer's, the plaque in their brain, and the ultrasound seemed to reduce that by 57%. And they're carrying on human trials, and the hope is that the same effect will happen with humans. If I just read an a headline that says there's no treatment for Alzheimer's once you get it, but if this is something that augurs well to help people with Alzheimer's, I thought those were some interesting facts to know about as we pursue good health. So, mark your calendars today for birthdays, anniversaries, and some community events. And yesterday, Emerson and Jan Shields, they celebrated their 63rd anniversary. That is a milestone. Today, for birthdays, we want to wish Darby Smith and Bevan Cooper happy birthday. Tomorrow, Tuesday the 21st, it will be Bill Schultz. And on Wednesday, it will be Shelley Daly. And on Thursday, it will be Betty Clark and Nicholas Boyle. And on Saturday, it will be Mary Faxer and Beacon Jocks. So if you see these people, wish them a happy birthday, and certainly wish Jan and Emerson congratulations on 63 years of marriage. That is impressive. The senior center here in town, they plan a trip to go to the Historical Society at Great Bend with lunch at the Great Wall on Thursday, April the 23rd, and the bus will leave the senior center at 10 a.m. and the lunch at the Great Wall at 12:15 and return to St. John by 4 o'clock. And it will be $8 for transportation. So if you're interested in going with the lunch brunch, that would be a good thing to do. And this is an ongoing series. I think they're coming to the end, but it's a Love Letters from Kansas. If you see any of these brochures in town, do pick it up and read, because it's about building relationships. And it says, every relationship has its own story. What do you want yours to be? Discover how you can strengthen your own love story wherever you are in life. Find relationships, tips and listings of local, and ours here locally will be at the St. John Apostle Parish Center. They call it the Witt Center, to the east of the church on 609 East 4th Street. And the cost is free, and meals and snacks will be provided, and up to $100 in Walmart gift cards to each person. And it's never too late, I'm sure, to go. So call over there at the Great Bend at 620-792-1393, and they will give you some more information. And it's classes for individuals, whether you're married or not. And they start right at 5 o'clock. They have a quick meal between 5 and 5:30, and at 5:45 they'll begin the actual sessions. I thought that's a useful thing for our community. So do call if you wish to attend. I know young people in our St. John Hudson area, they have been doing such wonderful things as we watched the different activities that they participate in. And the St. John Hudson student went first at Jobathon competition. And I'll just read this for you. Students from St. John High School attend the annual Jobathon in Pratt. And the Jobathon is a hands-on career fair for selected students from Stafford, Pratt, Barber, Kingman, Comanche, Kiowa, and Harper counties. Students from 15 high schools were present. Each of the schools were awarded points based on the number of students that they had in attendance and the percentage of students that were possible, their interview skills and job applications. St. John High School students who were there had a very strong team, scoring very high against the next highest points from all the other schools. For winning first place, the students were presented with the first annual traveling trophy for this event and $200. And members of the team were Bradley Blue, Clay Cooper, Troy Devine, Christy Garcia, Kirkland Hudson, Brian Ramirez, Elizabeth Ramirez, Clayton Rodadamo, and Christy Weiser. Troy and Christy scored among the top 5 students out of approximately 110 for the interviews. I thought that was very good, and that's a useful exercise as the young people, and most of these are seniors. Bradley, I know, had helped us over here at the center, and as they get ready to go off to college and enter another phase of their life. So congratulations to all these students who took part in that, and all the students at the school who are doing so many good things in the community. We just don't have time to mention each one, but they are just a great bunch. So mark your calendars also for the weekly menus. And over at Maxville, today they're serving up baked tilapia, barbecue rillettes, baked potatoes, black beans, corn and tomatoes, and bread and brownies. And tomorrow they'll be serving up sloppy joes, green beans, a tossed salad with pepper and carrots and all the fixings. And on Wednesday they'll be serving up sweet and sour chicken with rice over oriental vegetables with bread and blushed pears. And over at the Sunflower, today they're serving up, tomorrow they're serving up chicken and noodles with vegetables and a tossed green salad with garlic bread. And on Wednesday they're serving up chicken strips with fried potatoes and coleslaw. And on Thursday they're serving up a lemon pepper fish with a rice pilaf and a garden salad, carrots, and a peach and bread and butter. And you will always get tea, coffee, and drinks, milk, as you so wish. So please give them a call if you need a hot lunch. They'll be happy to have somebody bring it to you. And our thought for the day. Learn to forgive. With bitterness in your souls, you can never be happy. So forgiveness is a tenet of our Christian faith. So do learn to forgive, because with bitterness in your soul, you can never be really happy. Have a good afternoon and keep warm.
This is your story.
This is your story.
This is your story.
This is my story.
This is my story.
This is my story.
But most of all,
this is the greatest story ever told.
This is God's story.
This is God's story.
This is God's story.
I know you're going to enjoy the incredible journey you're about to embark on. The story is brimming over with tales of mystery, intrigue, adventure, of love, heartbreak, and triumph, of power, of struggle, and finally, of redemption. But remember, the Bible is not 100 ancient, unrelated paintings, but a mural all knitted together to tell the story of God's great love for us and the extent to which He will go to get us back. I know you're really going to enjoy and appreciate this wonderful experience as you fully explore how we all fit into the greatest story ever told, God's story.
This is God's story.
This is God's story.
This is God's story.
I'm Ray Davidson, pastor of First Southern Baptist Church here in St. John on the corner of 2nd and Exchange. We would like to invite you to come and join with us as we look at God's story, the story of God's interaction with man. We'll begin on September the 7th at 9:30 a.m. with a worship service, followed by at 10:30 with Sunday school. This is a study for everyone in the family. All of the children, young people, adults will be studying the same lesson so that we can talk about it at home as we go through the week. We invite you again to come and join us on this 31-week study of God's story and man's story.